Hey everyone, it's Epoch here, and welcome to my entry into this week's comic book cover challenge set by Alan at Comic Collector Geek. This week's theme is jungle covers, so that's any covers that have a jungle theme, whether it be in the jungle itself or jungle ghettos or anything like that. So I've dove into my personal comic book collection and picked out 10 jungle themed covers that I'd like to show you today, so let's take a look. First up this week is Marvel Fanfare number 3, which features Spider-Man and the X-Men teaming up to battle Sauron here in the Savage Lands, which is the kind of prehistoric jungle lands within the Marvel universe. So that's Marvel Fanfare number 3. Now this is a wraparound cover. I'm not going to take out the bag, but I do have it here in a trade paperback to show you. So that's the full cover there. Kind of with Sauron kind of looming over as the big kind of ominous shadow there, and of course the characters they're battling within the Savage Lands. So that's Marvel Fanfare number 3. The number 9 spot this week goes to Moomin Valley Turns Jungle, which was an issue that came out as part of a free comic book day. I forget which year it was, but it's just a kind of classic Moomin story in this kind of comic book format. Here we have the Moomins here, and there's their kind of village in the valley there, and surrounded by it is the kind of the jungle kind of overgrowth. So it's just a fun wee one. That's Moomin Valley Turns Jungle, free comic book day. And at number 8 this week, we have Rima the Jungle Girl number 1, which is a cool jungle cover by Joe Kubert. Here we have Rima on the cover, kind of racing forward with a tiger to help this guy who's been choked out by this giant snake here. It's just a kind of very jungly scene. Here we have them kind of just roaming through the jungle, and this guy's getting attacked, so she's Rima's there to save the day. Joe from Black Box Silver and Bronze also showed this cover, but it's such a great cover that I had to show it here as well. So that's Rima the Jungle Girl number 1. Next up this week is Tiger Girl number 1, which is a Silver Age book from Gold Key Comics. I just really love this cover here. Here we have Tiger Girl kind of out of the jungle with her tiger there. She's come to the kind of the big city to help out and save some guys. I can't remember much. It's been a while since I've read this, but yeah, it's just she was this Tiger Girl out in the jungle, and now she's in the big city, and here she is just kind of like leaping forward on the cover, riding our giant tiger there, which is really cool. So that's Tiger Girl number 1. And at number 6 this week, we have Jumbo Comics number 138. This is one of the few Golden Age books I have in my collection. I have a grand total of 4, and this was one of them. So this is Jumbo Comics number 138, and of course on this cover we have Sheena, the Queen of the Jungle, who's battling against this Black Panther here, and in the background we have this guy riding in on an elephant, which is cool, and a kind of jungle scene in the background. Big fan of Sheena. Enjoy Sheena books, and this is the first Sheena Golden Age book I've got in my collection. I hope to get more at some point, but this is just such a great cover with Sheena battling that Black Panther there in a clearing in the jungle. So that's Jumbo Comics number 138. In 5th place this week, we have another Golden Age book. This time it's Jungle Comics number 74, which was the first Golden Age book that I ever bought. And I have shown this cover before in one of the challenges previously, but it's such a cool kind of jungle cover. Here we have the jungle girl here, kind of in bondage, tied up, being kind of accosted by this guy here. We have all the crocodiles snapping at the bottom in the river, and then we have the guy in the background who's fired the arrow for the chest of the guy that's captured the girl here, which means if he falls over, she's fallen into the crocodile, so it's a Jeopardy cover as well, which is really cool. I just really love this cover, and I'm glad to have it in the collection. It's just a great jungle cover. And that's of course Jungle Comics number 74. And at number 4 this week we have Gen 13 number 5, which is a great jungle cover. Here we have a kind of Fairchild here, standing front and centre in a sort of jungle outfit there. In this part of the story, they are kind of in the jungle, if I remember. We can see the jungle in the background behind her, but here we are having this kind of skimpy kind of jungle costume there. It kind of reminds me of kind of Rogue Savage Land costume a bit, but it's just a really great cover by J. Scott Campbell showing Fairchild in jungle attire. So that's Gen 13 number 5. The number 3 spot this week goes to Mystic number 32. Here on the cover we have Mystic here, whose attire is more jungly than it would normally be. It's kind of got that purple kind of leopard print jungleness about it. And in the background, we have this kind of prehistoric jungle here with the dinosaurs. So I just think it's a really cool kind of jungle cover. This is a Aaron Lopresti cover. Aaron Lopresti is definitely one of my favourite kind of modern good ghetto artists. He does such amazing drawings of women. I just love his work. And this one's no exception. That's Mystic number 32. Second place this week goes to another J. Scott Campbell cover. This time it's Sheena, Queen of the Jungle, number 1 from one of the Dynamite series a few years ago. Again, another great cover, another great rendition of Sheena here, done in that kind of classic J. Scott Campbell style. Here we have kind of Sheena making her way through the tree tops of the jungle in our kind of classic Sheena outfit there, ready to take on whatever dangers are in front of her. So again, just another great cover from a great artist. So that's Sheena, Queen of the Jungle, number 1. And my number 1 spot this week goes to another Aaron Lopresti cover. This time it's Atomic Toy Box number 1, which is one of his creator-owned books. And again, on the cover here, we have this kind of amazing jungle girl there battling this snake with a kind of dinosaur in the background. Again, Aaron Lopresti, definitely one of my favourite kind of modern good ghetto artists. And this cover is just an amazing piece from him, where we have the jungle girl here battling this kind of giant snake, which is just really cool. So that's Atomic Toy Box number 1. So that was my entry into this week's comic book cover challenge set by Alan at Comic Collector Geek. This week's theme was, of course, jungle covers. So if you'd like to take part, then take a look into your own personal comic book collection and pick out 10 jungle themed covers and make a video and use the hashtags jungle covers and hashtag Friday Comic Challenge. And that way everyone in the community can get a look at your video. You never know, we might see some cool comics that we want to add to our own collection. And likewise, if you check out other people's videos, you might see some comics you want to add to your collection. If you'd like to check out some of my previous entries into the comic book cover challenge, then please click on this playlist that's linked here at the side. And otherwise, I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.